is all just a game. A virtual world.
You were never in the game.
Whatever's next is right in there.
Can you crack it?
Isn't that why you brought me here?
You have to run.
I'm gonna stop him. With a guy this dangerous, it's all about if I can get close enough, fast enough.
You're no longer in control.
This was, you know, I always, once I'm done with Thor, want to get rid of that bulk and that size, because that just sort of screams that character. And so, but I wanted to do my training, instead of just running on the treadmill and trying to get rid of the weight, mainly built in some sort of martial arts. And I'd boxed a lot in the past and done a lot of Muay Thai. And me and Michael talked about, you know, the time he'd spent in prison. You know, you go in one person and come out another. And through those experiences, he was going to be able to physically be able to handle himself. And that was, whether that was from his kind of background he'd grown up in or not, but certainly what his experiences were in prison. But the voice, we spent a number of, you know, days in Chicago, and then there were endless kind of conversations between Michael and I, and working with dialect coaches, and it became more an attitude, I think, than anything else. You know, there was the structural sound to it, and the phonetics and what have you, but the way this guy spoke and the rhythm to his speak, you know, we'd picked up things from friends of Michael's in Chicago. Also, we went to certain prisons and spoke with people the way guys in prison speak, and there's a rhythm and a bounce, and that indicated it. But you know, Michael was, I mean, I had dialect coaches, but Michael was my kind of guide. You know, he was from the place and knew what he was after.
Because of my perfect British accent.
It's all right. Michael's from Australia.